Warning, the views and beliefs in the following program. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been live every night of this week. If you have seen this and you have yet to read it, then you don't know, but now you know. This is the Nightcap. Viewer discretion is highly advised.
Live from the MOWM studio, Boom Broadcasting presents The Nightcap. And your host of The Nightcap, mouthing off with Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nightcap here on Boom Broadcasting. The stars are out, the moon is bright, and I've got some of the brightest in wrestling content creation tonight as my guest on the Nightcap. Well, you've seen their faces, but I'm going to give them a rousing introduction like I always do. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got the Devastator. I've got Derek from Derek's Wrestling Toys and Tees here tonight on the Nightcap. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, they're your favorite podcast. I've got Black Masses and Constellations. I've got Torin, and I've got a Tortellini. How the hell are you guys all doing tonight?
Fan-fucking-tastic. How are you guys?
I'm here, boss.
I'm doing well.
Doing great.
How you doing down there, Torin? You're a little too quiet for my liking to start this show.
You know, I don't want to start off riled up. I'll allow my co-host to get in the mix and introduce us, get us out here.
Okay. All right. Totally. She's putting all the weight on your back here tonight. She said,
I got the
you
outro.
do the heavy lifting. I mean,
All right.
you do be lifting heavy though, Tortellini. You do be.
I mean, yeah. You're not right.
Well, listen, guys. It's been a hell of a week of professional wrestling from Monday to Sunday.
We're not done.
We're not even done.
Not even close.
We got All Out next Saturday. We had an action-packed week from WWE. So, just kind of a general conversation while the people start filing in here for the show. I want to go to Black Masses and Constellations. I haven't seen them in a while. What do you guys think about this past week in professional wrestling? Any thoughts? Anything you want to get off your chest? Now's the time to do it.
It's honestly been so much that I just don't have anything just jumping out. Like, shout out Hikaru Shida, like looking forward to the Monet match. But aside from that, that's fresh on the brain. It's just been a lot. It's good stuff, but it's been a lot.
Okay. All right. I like it. Tortellini, you were at Capital Collision Friday night. Tell the people, how your experiences were at that New Japan Pro Wrestling show.
That was nuts. That was the most unhinged shit I have ever been to.
Go ahead.
So much. But I felt so validated on the fact that everybody in there does not fuck with David Finlay. They wouldn't even let that man into the ring without fuck you. I don't even know what he did to me personally, but I don't even like him.
Is that Finley great grandson or no? No,
that's actually a good question.
That's a really good question.
That's a good question.
I know one of his kin is on the NXT roster doing some on the low.
Shiloh or something like that, if I remember.
Oh, that is his daddy. That's his daddy.
Okay.
It's indeed his daddy.
Yeah. His dad.
Brogan. Yeah. It's a lot.
Brogan, yeah. David Finlay III was born. Finlay. Finlay. David Finlay. He's a.
The name was just like coincidence. I never looked into it because I don't know. Something about his spirit just disturbed me.
Let me grab the mic. Don't ever talk about my goat.
When he wears that jacket, that leather jacket, he gives me like Bane from Wish vibes.
It's like he wants to be Undertaker so bad. But it's
you can't talk about my goat, and by juxtaposition, you can't talk about his kids either. So move on.
No, we can talk about his kids.
Give Get out. All right, bye.
You see David Finley? I know nothing about this.
Oh my god.
Nothing about his presence is just taking me.
I love you, Piper Niven. I love you.
I cried seeing Zack Sabre Jr. in person because it's.
Did he pretzel somebody up? I didn't get footage. I didn't get confirmation.
A little bit. It wasn't as submission-y for him as his normal matches are, so that was really interesting. Y'all have to hate me. We're gonna have to have a conversation about Miss CEO and her moveset because for me,
not here, not today. Don't
be carried.
Yeah.
Don't wake it up.
Yeah.
So y'all can jump me for that, but
we're on different time zones.
This is just a growing point for the CEO. We'll see what she does later down the line. That's all.
I added Camille. So can I say can I share a thought with y'all? Because I had a really constructive thought. Can I share it?
Sure.
Can I just say something, Twern? You don't ever have to ask to share your thoughts on here. Just letting you know. Just you don't have to.
I don't know how long you're letting people file in. You know how people be on Facebook Live and they be like, "All right, y'all, why everybody join?"
On what?
Well,
yeah, we're live on Facebook.
Live.
Say hi to the Facebook.
We're live.
Oh, hey y'all.
But when you're live on Facebook,
we're live typically on Boom Broadcasting's Facebook, YouTube, and my Twitter. So,
okay. So did you see the match, or at least part of the match that she had at Capital Collision, y'all too?
With Momo Wantabi?
Yes.
Yeah, I did watch Capital Collision late Friday night after everything was said and done.
I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, so I'll be definitely gonna be watching it tomorrow for sure.
Definitely.
Okay, so Mike and maybe Tortellini, did you see how she did that move? The move that everyone has thoughts about?
Her finisher?
Yes. Did you
because
any better or
okay?
That's one.
In my opinion, Mercedes is too small as a base to do that, and I think that's my issue with it.
Okay.
That's all.
Well, the thought that I had was like it had a nice little snapback, and that may have been Momo, that may have been Mercedes, it may have just been that match that day, that combination. But if she could have that same type of tension or just snap back with all of her opponents, it would look better more often, but that would involve her just being stronger.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she's a small girl, so whatever she needs to do with her, millions.
She's got to work twice as hard to power up.
She got better than me, so I mean, she can figure it out. Or she can.
I don't know why she just
paid more
doesn't
than
use
me.
the bank statement.
I'm not in the ring.
Just go back to the bank statement. Like that was the move.
Cool,
that was her bread and butter. Yeah, and that was the move that she could
we
make.
We need variety, baby. You need something else. We need at least two. You can't just have that one.
What if killing me in the comments tonight?
All right.
They're in the comments.
Killing me in the comments already.
Already.
Brandon, the guy said, "Good evening." HAS to the THE to the 3RD. Hugh from Championship Culture. What's up, boys? Said, "Hello, nice shirt, Mike. I have the same one, but I also have a belt to match it." Man, you guys will never let me win. Hugh, he's looking at the comments. Yeah, I saw the comments. He's smiling. He saw it. Yeah. They're talking about 3-count trivia. Which, 4 sides of the ring. They gave me this shirt WrestleMania week. They said, "You didn't win, but here's your consolation prize." Threw it at me, slapped me in the face, and then gave me a shot of tequila and said, "Cry about it." I said, "All right, I'll take it."
Oh my gosh.
What am I gonna do? At least I got the shot of tequila, right? After everything.
Yeah, you're right.
So Terramana, get the mana.
Yeah.
I think we've done enough yapping here. I think we should get into NXT No Mercy. I'm going to start us off with the first match. As you know, I'm a big fan of PEMDAS here on Nightcap. Order of operations matter, unlike Solo Sikoa, who does not understand math. We're going to start off with the first
Not even Steiner math. Not even Steiner math.
You know how I know he doesn't understand math? Because he lost last and think he still got next. How'd that go? Outside the pool table, where they do that at?
Oh my God. Solo.
Never mind.
Oh no.
All right. Anyway, back to the first match at hand. The NXT Tag Team Championships were on the line here when Chase U the U, baby, defended those titles against Nathan Frazier and Axiom, commonly referred to as Fraxium. And they are now your new NXT Tag Team Champions. Two-time for the boys.
Two-time.
I'm a little shocked by this decision. My predictions started off awful.
Yes.
And I thought it was a good match. Definitely not the greatest Axiom and Frazier match I've seen personally. Good match overall. What do you guys think about this match? We'll do a quick wrap around. Derek, give us your thoughts.
I think that match really set the tone for tonight. I think it was a great match. It's very fast paced. Kind of left off how it started. I mean, start when it left off, and lots of close pinfalls. What's that?
No, I was agreeing.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay, I was like, it's very fast paced, hard hitting as always with these wrestlers, and like I say, it really set the tone for the show tonight. So it was a good startup match. Great opener.
I like it. Let's go to Tortellini here. What are your thoughts on the opening tag team match?
Fully agreed. Definitely, I think this definitely set the tone for the night. Mr. Andre Chase, sir, my apologies. I was not familiar with your game, big dog. Spanish Fly.
You gonna respect him?
Respect, yeah.
That Spanish Fly went nuts.
That was nice.
We need to start. We need to start with the shoes. He came in stepping.
He did.
Mr. Andre Chase.
Red Jordan.
Sure did.
What do you have on tonight? I didn't peep the heat tonight.
I caught it on the TL, but I don't want to be wrong. I'm not a sneakerhead. I won't repeat what I don't know.
Was he wearing the typical 7s that he usually wears? But was he wearing a different colorway?
Nope.
No 7s tonight. All right. I like
I saw the timeline. I saw the tweet on the timeline too, but I don't know shoes.
I won't repeat what I don't know.
All right. Gotcha.
I respect the shit out of you for that.
Cool.
But like I was saying, I liked it. Again, was not. I think Fraxium works best when they have all of those weird miscommunications. If they're on the same brainwave,
don't tell them that. Don't tell them that.
It works.
I don't like seeing them. I
don't
like seeing people provoke them on the timeline. They be provoking them. Like if they wasn't gonna break up, now they is. Like they keep messing with them.
Well, how do you feel?
Can they get along?
Oh God! Yeah.
They're fine now.
Right.
So not to just hijack your turn, but shout out to everybody in this match for the nice color coordinated gear. We get red, black, and purple, a little gold sprinkled in. Nathan Frazier deserves so much. That is Seth Rollins' eldest baby boy.
Seth Rollins' baby.
His
eldest baby boy. Yes.
Phoenix Splash felt that tingle at his knees.
So we get some big suplexes from Ridge at some point in the match, a little overhead, a little double underhook action. The sad part is, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm mad because I said I'm just starting to get comfortable with him again in the ring. And then he do this shit. Yeah.
Oh,
bruh,
man.
Wrong time, bruh. Like
the
whole time, like my side of the timeline was like, bruh, don't do this. Not right now.
Not right now.
No. There's no going back. No. You can't go back now.
That heel turn was not needed.
That is
exactly.
Retrograde coded.
Like I knew it was coming. It was coming.
We know who
it was inevitable.
They could have played it up more. A little dissension at the school, like
right.
We thought at the last pay-per-view, what was that? Was that Heat Wave? We thought that like maybe
Heat Wave,
and maybe somebody would see it, and then it's on them. Like, are they going to tell Mr. Chase again? And it's just like we need to see Big Duke and then walk away first before he just go off like that. Like, huh?
We have
because it's obvious we're going to get the match.
Well, like, he goes through Chase U, and then Andre Chase makes his triumphant return from the kayfabe injury we saw him get tonight. I guess.
Yeah.
I just think it was easier for us to get behind Ridge Holland as they were trying to force him than this.
Yeah.
Right now,
nobody was moved on my timeline about this heel turn. I really looked at the TV and was like, "Oh, okay."
Somebody said Thea was crying. I said, "Baby, come outside. We will jump you."
Oh my gosh, she was.
Yeah.
He was crying. Look, now we're on your side, sis. You did the right thing.
We gotta get Thea some real friends because this is like the third time.
We are her real
poor
friends.
Thea.
Yeah.
Man.
Terrible judgment when it comes to
What
her
is
friend James.
this?
Yeah, she is.
Let's
Yeah.
not hate on the podcast, Thea. You said you were starting a podcast. Why did you lie?
What do you mean?
She
Oh my
said
gosh.
she was gonna do it. I want to hear your thoughts about this now.
You're gonna start making videos like Brutus Creed on the timeline.
He need to be stopped.
Oh my God, yeah.
He's done one. At least I haven't seen it, but I don't think he's done one since that Cheez It one.
No, he did. He
Oh
just did
my-
a new one where he
Oh,
ranked
no.
the best energy drinks, and he's just sipping a bunch of different energy
There's
drinks. I was
a
like,
bunch
"Bro,
of them, yes.
Your heart, my
basic
man, your
My
heart.
I
Day
can't take
7 or
it.
7 of asking Julius Creed to unblock me on X. Day 77. Please unblock me, bro.
Oh no!
Unblock.
Please don't block. Please don't block.
I am the president of the Chad Gable fan club. I am here for y'all, but you need to unblock me so I can support the group.
Hold on a sec. Hold on. Time out.
Okay.
2 weeks ago when we talked, you were the president of the Charlie Dempsey fan club. Now
She's-
you're the
oh, no.
president of the Chad Gable fan club. How many different hats are you
My
wearing?
partner got me. Go ahead, partner. Go ahead.
She has multiple heads. I can't list them.
Yeah, multiple hats.
If you will defer to my bio, you can go ahead and follow me at Taylor's Karma, TaylorSkarm, no Y at 6. It says Charlie Dempsey's unofficial PR lady, his public relations lady. He don't have social media. I'm getting his name out there, little by little. We gonna get there, baby.
You really are though.
He's a star.
You really are getting his name out there.
Charlie Dempsey's a freaking star.
If Japan
He
will
is.
give Fabian Heights the fuck back, I can finish my edit.
Oh my God, he's still.
Still in Japan. Yeah, he's still going wild in Japan.
That is so cool.
They just never gave him back.
Oh no.
They just said, "You having fun? You having fun?"
Oh, man. Hey, nothing wrong with having fun now.
I guess they.
I mean, Josh,
guess
they got
can't-
Briggs out there too.
Bro,
They got half
you took
half them guys are out there.
You took the words out of my throat. I guess they can't come back until they get Briggs over. Ooh.
It's gonna be a long time.
Wow.
Listen, Zachary Wentz and Wes Lee, two former best friends, two former brothers, two former rascals, going up against each other here on NXT No Mercy. And if you haven't caught TNA Emergence Friday night, Zachary Wentz won Ultimate X, becoming X Division champion. So for the first time ever in WWE's history, the X Division Championship was live on air on WWE programming, which I thought was very cool, to the point where I had to spend a little money of the budget to go ahead and get some of these visual aids here for you.
Okay.
X Division title on WWE programming. What a time to be alive here.
Awesome.
Somebody on my timeline said, "Oh my God, this partnership isn't going to help TNA." Girl, shut up.
Shut the entire fudge up.
Shut up.
Yeah,
NXT
You don't know ball.
it's working. It's working.
Do
It's
you
working.
know how many WWE superstars have backgrounds from TNA? Got their start in TNA. Still.
Yep.
Hello.
TNA.
Hello.
We're bridging the gap.
Yep.
We're
Yep.
Victoria just got.
It's open.
Victoria just signed her Legends deal, bro. Look it up.
She sure
Do a
did.
research.
Yep.
Do a
Long-awaited
research.
Legends deal.
Long awaited. Yeah.
The street's been begging.
Mm-hmm.
So this right here for me is a top match on the card. We'll talk a little bit about our individual rankings at the end when I poll this lovely panel and ask them. Wentz and Wesley did the damn thing tonight. Shout out to the announce table going into business for itself.
That announcement
Yeah. Shout out. Yeah.
to this.
Who
Leave
puts
me
it back
out.
together every time? Jeez.
I gotta go.
That I'm telling you, they're working on that announce table though.
Boy, it's a Build-A-Bear. They putting it back together. Like what?
A little extra stuffing. Listen, overall solid match. Let's go to Torrin, Tortellini. What do you guys got here? What are your hot takes? What are your cold takes? What are your takes in general?
You got first or you got next?
I can go. I don't have much to say. Weirdly enough, this didn't fully move me, only because I feel like I knew what to expect from them both, because they both have such similar styles. I knew it was going to be like a high flying, high clashing type of match, and it was great to watch. Like, do not misconstrue me when I say that. Like, when I say that, it was a great match. It just did not move me until Trey popped up, and I was like, okay, we got a little movement.
Right.
That's where my
I like
that's
that.
predictions went south, because I thought West was going to win, and then I was just like, oh, because I was under the impression, I was like, they're not going to let somebody from TNA win on this card. Like, be serious.
I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I should be serious, evidently.
So Derek, nice to meet you, bro. You don't know us, but we might be here for a minimum an hour. Just letting you know.
Hey, I don't got to work tomorrow, so I'm straight.
Good to know. Mike, I'm sorry, Tortellini, were you done?
Nope.
Go ahead. Ooh.
Okay.
I was saying that, like, I'm kind of glad that he won, to give TNA just like a little bit more of a boost. They've definitely been on an uprise, but I think this is really.
It makes people say, okay, who won from where?
Who won? So, like, I think this is a very move.
Yeah.
So I liked the idea of this match going into it. I will admit, they had no other. Everything else was a title match, and what was this? A grudge match. One of them just happened to have a title.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I can almost assume that we will get them versus each other for the title.
Probably not.
No, you don't think?
I would say I think so.
He's a former X Division champion, is he not?
On
That's
TNA,
not even like.
It
doesn't matter where it is, but that's just a good, obvious next step somewhere for somebody. Somebody wants to see that. At this point, a heel Wesley, I want to see him do everything. But the crowd was awake. I don't know, from my side of the TV, the crowd was awake, started off, but maybe like right after the tag match, wasn't the best idea in my head. It just seems like maybe. I just feel like we don't know enough about, unless you knew about the Rascals before this. I don't feel like I knew enough about Mr. Wentz to just even be on his side as the obvious baby face. I was like, what the fuck is Wentz?
That's where I am.
Right.
I know next
is he
time
gonna sack this man? Is he gonna? But they weren't even wrestling in the beginning. Like, they hated each other. I'm like, I know y'all best friends, but beat each other's ass. It was like a regular wrestling match with a heel in the face. Until they took it to the outside and started getting a little aggressive, but at that point, I was doing something else. So, with that in mind, when your boy jumped in, I like him. I got interested, but it was almost over. And he did the UFO. That's crazy. So the win was unexpected by Mr. Wentz, but I'm casually interested to see what happens after this. I just don't feel like we know enough about Mr. Wentz. That's it.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I respect that. I think that's a great analysis.
He's trying. I see he's trying to get across whatever we should or should not know about him in this character role. But like, I just don't feel like the TV has gotten across like a good idea of where he's coming from in this whole dang Wesley really did us wrong.
So like, before we go to Derek for his thoughts, I want to say one thing to that though. Me personally, with you guys, I think I said it on the predictions. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. West should have won this match in the most heelish way possible. Should have kicked him in the nuts. Should have hit him with a chair.
That would have
solidified.
That's the obvious. That's the obvious booking I was looking for this weekend, and it didn't happen. So now I'm just like, what happens next? And not in a good way.
Interesting, Derek. What are your thoughts here?
I'm very neutral on this one. I know you talked about this in one of your nightcaps about, I think it was when we had the Daycap, you mentioned something about how the match placement is. Mm-hmm. I think for this match, I think it was, to me personally, I think it was a great follow-up to the Tag Team Championship, in my opinion. But I think the one that really got me in the neutral side is going back to what both Torin and Tortellini said. They don't know as much about the breakup and the history of the Rascals. So if you're familiar with how the Rascals are or how they operate, how they got together in the TNA days, then you have a better understanding of how the match is more supportive of the match. But not too people not too people know about how about the history of it. So
Yeah,
that's my thoughts.
I think.
Can I add something? The
Sure.
little bit that we've seen of Trey Miguel, I don't know what he is. Somebody said he's like babyface or like heel Ricochet. I don't know what comparison they made on the timeline, but he's just such a natural babyface. Like when he was crying after that beat down, every time I see him, I'm just like, it's him. But like I just don't know enough about them in general to just feel that way automatically about Mr. Wentz. And I say Mr. Wentz because I'm trying not to accidentally call him Pete Wentz.
There you go. Right.
I feel you. I'm trying not to call him Carson Wentz. Shout out. Hey there, guys. That was a good Peacock movie night. No, yeah, it was a pretty good, premium live event movie night. Hey, I mean, thanks for checking out the Nightcap. Much appreciated. ZWC said might start considering bringing back option C and adding going after the NXT championship. Long shot, but it's a thought. Reference to Wesley here. I would not be surprised. Or the North American title. I mean, I don't think
challenge Obafemi.
I missed it. What was option C?
Obafemi. Option C get Wesley after the NXT championship.
Going after Ethan Page.
You know,
Ethan Page,
why can't he just attack people for no reason for a while until y'all feel like he's ready or healed up enough for the big one?
Agreed.
Host of Destiny, Sean Lucas on Boom said, "Good show, but disappointed in match results." He said,
Sean
"West
Lucas
not winning the match kills his momentum as a heel." That's how I felt here tonight.
Sean allows him to go harder, but I don't know if I want him to go harder. I like a slow burn for a new Wes heel thing.
Yeah, I think because
could have after seeing. I feel like things changed Friday night on the cuff because Wentz wins the X Division title to get that title on NXT television, and then I feel like TNA and Shawn Michaels were like, all right, well, we can't have our new champion lose right off the bat 2 days later. Yeah. And then I feel like Shawn Michaels was also on the side of like, hey, I can't have my newly turned heel guy lose either. So like, what are we going to do about this? And
I don't want to hear my thoughts.
I think they'll just tell it as Trey Miguel caused the distraction. And then I think you go Wesley, Trey Miguel in a couple weeks.
Oh,
I told
that'd be good.
I told Javon Evans to be waiting in the wings because I need him to be the youngest X Division champion ever. Thank you for coming to my Torrin talk.
You want to talk about Torrin talk? You better talk Torrin to her because she's cooking. That's Javon Evans, X Division champion. He's literally the embodiment of what the
he literally could have climbed that shit.
He would have won that shit.
He should have been in that hoe. He should have been in that hoe. Anyway,
Riley Osborne. As much as I like Riley Osborne,
did he cook? Did he cook? I didn't get to see it.
He cooked. He had a shooting star press off the top of the Ultimate.
That's Evan Bourne's baby.
Oh my goodness.
Evan Bourne,
baby.
Justin Gabriel. This is your nephew. Only the
name I haven't heard in years. Justin.
Oh my God, Gabriel.
I wanted so much for him.
Wow.
I wanted so much for him.
Any final thoughts here on the Rascals match? Are we over it?
What about you, friend?
I have nothing else.
Like it's just not to take away from the match. Like truly, like let me see. Like after Trey Miguel got in, like Wes went for the chair. Trey Miguel stopped him from the audience. We love that, and just the craziest destroy outside of the ring before throwing him back in the ring for, what was it, a UFO? It was a good move, an unexpected win is literally what it was.
No, okay. Let's talk about that UFO, because first of all, that was my first time.
Crazy.
That shit.
Sick.
That was nuts.
Awesome.
What is that?
That was
that's
awesome.
what I'm saying. Yeah. We deserve to know about this guy. Because he can do shit. Have you seen when they were on good terms and he does the backflip and literally Wesley just pushes him into somebody?
Oh, that's one of the coolest moves.
Yes.
What the fuck?
That's so cool.
How you practice that shit? Yeah,
they had to practice that for sure. They had to practice that a whole lot of times.
Anyway.
Could have booked it old school way. Wes got DQ'd by not listening to ref commands. Everyone saves face. Yeah, Sean's
right.
There were a lot of save it, and it just didn't happen.
disappointed
As
in
soon
at
as he
least
grabbed that
not
chair, Rush
one
would've been
no
like,
contest. I expected
Yeah.
one no contest. What?
Doesn't happen. We'll see where
Yeah,
this progresses
doesn't
with the
happen.
story with the Rascals. We had the Women's North American Championship defended by Kalani Jordan against everybody's favorite sleep paralysis demon, Wendy Chu. And this, for me, is where things kind of fell off. Now, no
Why do you
disrespect to the ladies.
say?
No disrespect to the ladies. It did not hit the mark I wanted it to hit.
This went
Whoa.
on 7 minutes too long.
And you're right.
Yeah. The one thing I will say is Kalani, the athleticism, incredible.
She's been in the lab because that Hurricanrana was so smooth compared to the last one that she's definitely been working, and I will give
upward
her
mobility growth.
And I think that separately they can work well separately. Together, no.
I'm not going to say that the length of this match killed like the mystique behind Wendy Chu's character, because truly she did her thing. She did her thing, but it just went on a little long.
It was
to the point where, and then I'm just like, for why is it going on too long? Is she gonna win? So for it to go on too long, and then my Wendy did not win. Girl, I wanted Wendy to snap on Kalani Jordan, but we get the obvious, not obvious in a bad way, but I want Tatum and her to do whatever weird shit they finna do. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But it just, why was it that long? To show us, I guess, what they both can do, and that's fine, I guess.
Okay.
I'm not
Tortellini, what do you got?
But they just have two completely different styles that do not work with each other. Wendy, to me, is more of a grappler, and Kalani is a high flyer, and that's okay. That is perfectly okay, but they do not mesh together at all. It was clunky. It was awkward. Also, did the ring seem quiet, or am I bugging? Because Wendy hit the ring post, and I heard nothing. She hit the mat at one point, and I heard nothing.
Not only that, the canvas was super loose, too, during this match. And
it was
into the next match. The canvas was loose in the corners, so every time somebody would step, it would roll up. So I was like, yo, are they going to tighten this? And then the next match with the Don, I legitimately
I know you was checking for the Don. You was checking.
Broke his ankle because when he rolled it, I said, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Oh, no.
Like,
that's terrible.
But thank God, nothing of the sort came out of that. But yeah, the canvas was awkward. The acoustics weren't there tonight. I don't know what was going on with that.
The sound was so off. And I was like, am I bugging? Am I okay? Is it my TV? I haven't restarted my TV.
So Wendy and Kalani both ate in the gear department. Both of them. Shout out to them. It was coordinated. It was cute. It was spooky. It was athletic. We can do it. Wendy was wrestling her booty off. There was lots of tumbles and twists and facials. She knows that she has a character to get across at all times while she wrestles, and I appreciate that about her. Commentary mentioned that it's been literally 2 years since Chu competed for the NXT Women's title. Shout out Big Joseph.
Yeah.
I've never been so more proud of Wendy Chu, and I just literally met Wendy Chu last year. So I don't know.
Pretty cool.
What we do next.
I love it.
Because I really did not expect Kalani to win. Shout out her. I love her. I did not.
What do you got? What do you got for us,
It's been a minute.
I would definitely say, besides the lack of ring awareness, as we mentioned, I was definitely go with I agree with the Wendy Chu character. It is much more she's more of a force with that character, most definitely. And Kalani, she's getting better with every match that she's in. And I have to agree with Tortellini with the chemistry was not there between the two. It's as like I mentioned, it's like two pieces of a puzzle that just think are going to fit in each other. You know?
Yeah, that's how it felt. And I wanna expand on what you guys said before. You said, seeing Kalani improve in the ring. I think that's the best part of watching NXT. You get a character, you get a person like a Kalani Jordan, right? Who comes in, about a year and a half ago. She's green as the grass, and you're like, well, what is this girl going to do? And then, fast forward now here, she's on the premium live event. She's a champion. She's defending it. She's getting over as she goes, and she's improving in the ring. And you get to see all of this happening live each week, day now. And that's why I always say to the people, and you've heard me say it a million times, don't sleep on NXT, because you get to see development firsthand. And
like
that was aspect.
Literally, not to cut you off, but they preemptively ate her up about her mic skills, and I'm like, bro, leave her alone. She just won her first singles belt.
My whole timeline was like, oh my god, she's terrible on the mic. Well, can she look? It's almost
you gonna be mad if she too good, because then she gonna get a match against Roxanne Perez on the card. It's gonna be mad either way.
Developmental program.
Yeah, anyway, exactly. That's what I always say. I'm like, I'll talk about the match. I'll nitpick things here and there, but I am not super hard on the character work. I'm not super hard on the in-ring work.
They are developmental.
Developmental.
Exactly what it's here for.
Some come already developed. Some come straight out of college. Like literally, this is not the same NXT where they're getting people off the indies as much.
Right. We are getting homegrown.
I think it's like, if you were to give it a ratio, I think it's for every 10 athletes, they sign like maybe 2 indie people.
Mm-hmm.
That's about right.
And that's because they've been hunting for you, waiting.
Oh yeah, they're getting you on those NIL deals. They're getting people. You're getting juniors and sophomores in college that are playing football, basketball. Fill in your college sport, whatever you want to say, and they're saying, "Hey, kid, here's 200."
Obafemi, good example.
They got him off the fields.
Here's a couple $100,000. If your football career don't pan out, you don't go pro, call us up in a couple years. We got a home for you. And then sure as hell, boom, here you go. Now you're going to be a star on television.
Yep.
I ain't mad at it.
I love it.
Nothing wrong with that.
The North American Championship for the men was on the line. The ruler, Obafemi, took on the Don, Tony D'Angelo, and not to hijack the show for my lovely guest, resident Italian is sad. I am sad.
Do your
tonight,
thing,
folks. I said that Don was going to win the championship. I stood on business. My delusions of grandeur may have been grander than I could have ever imagined, because unfortunately the Don came up short. But that is not to dismiss this match. This match, for me personally, top 3 on the card tonight. Obafemi showed the hell out. I thought he ripped the belt in half when he made his entrance.
He took the belt.
He took the Hoss.
He did
I think it was the Hoss extender.
He took the Velcro off it when he ripped it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was the belt extender because he's a big meaty man, so I thought they had to give him a little extra room. But then I went back and he literally ripped the Velcro off that damn belt.
Ripped it.
So don't play with Obafemi.
Do not.
No, don't do it.
The one thing I will say about this before I go to my panel is the Don has done the one thing that no one has been able to do, and that's manhandle Obafemi. And
he did.
That is the reason why I believed that Tony D was going to win, because who the hell else on that NXT roster is going to do him in like the Don did? I'll leave it at that, because I might start crying or punching the screen. Let's go to Derek, and then let's go to Black Masses and Constellation. So, Derek, what do you got about this Hoss fight, this meaty man battle? What do you got?
To me, it was a certified smash mouth slugfest of a banger. I agree with that, and I will say this about that match. That was definitely the toughest title defense of Obafemi's North American title reign. And I gotta say also, Tony D'Angelo, he's an all-around, all-purpose wrestler. He can beat you in the ring. He can beat you with his technical skills, and he's a powerhouse too. I mean, he's an all-around wrestler. So,
fuck yeah, Derek. That's what I like to hear. Technical, ground and pound, hard-hitting, smash-mouth wrestling. The Don's gonna give you everything you want. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet of gabagool when you get the Don on the television in the ring.
Yeah.
Let's go to Tortellini and Torn. What do you got What do you got?
Torin, you can go first if you want. Go ahead.
So I don't have too many thoughts about this match, and that's not anything bad to anybody. But before I forget, to answer your earlier question, Mike, the answer would be Ivar.
Okay.
Ivar versus Obafemi 2.0.
Oh, yes.
Me. Go
All right,
check
I
out
like
my
it.
edit.
Okay.
I'm gonna retweet it, but go check out my edit. That match is gonna move butts to chairs. Put it on a pay-per-view like this during the fall, during big boy season. It's gonna
Yes.
slap. No meat.
Halloween
It's gonna
Havoc is
slap.
right there.
Nice. That's gonna be a nice
Anyway.
one.
So Vic Joseph, first of all, Lord, is wrong for even mentioning the fact that Obafemi is only at 20-something matches so far. This is not the week, sir.
Oh, this ain't
This is not the week. Don't bring that up. He's very good, but for that exact reason is why I don't have too many thoughts about this match. I appreciate that, like we said on our podcast, the Black Masses and Constellations podcast. Check us out on Spotify. Like we said, they cannot wear Obafemi out. Like, he's done great stuff. We're impressed every time. But just like we were starting to feel with Face Wesley, it's just like, okay, but what next? I thought this is where Obafemi loses. So unless you're giving it to Ivar, like, unless
you're not doing that.
that's what I'm just like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, what are we about to do? Who is going to take this from him? I've been seeing rumblings about certain people from TNA making the crossover. Maybe the Homo sapiens will get a handout. Maybe we'll finally get a crumb out in these streets. Like, what's going to happen? Who's going to get this off this man? I'm tired.
Now,
Not in a bad way, but I'm tired. Because I don't want to ever start looking at nobody like they predictable. I want to literally look at you like, oh, I'm excited for this KO match. I'm excited for this Cody match. I do not want to be just like, I can skip that. I know what you finna do. You finna retain. Like, I don't want to do that. So
you can
mix
go
it
with,
up. Surprise me.
Mix it up. Yeah, you can go a lot of different ways with this one. You can go with, like I say, Omos against Obafemi.
That would be a very
two African giants just bumping heads.
Can I?
Or you can go. Yeah.
As long as y'all been hiding Omos, what the fuck is he finna do? A Herkarama? A Poison Rama? What is he finna do? By the time you bring Omos back to me, he better destroy somebody in a Canadian fashion. What the fuck is he finna do?
Speaking, Omos is like what, 6, 7 something?
That's what I'm saying.
I will go get an Omos too if that man hits a Hurricanrana.
Oh Lord, have mercy!
Imagine Omos put you in the figure
four. But if he does it,
oh no! Oh no!
Omos hitting you with a backstabber.
Backstabber! Oh no!
Yeah, Omos about to hit a Canadian destroyer to
Destroyer.
Shout out.
Oh Lord!
I am a proud Homo sapien, but bro, do not hide him for too long. We get frightened easily. Like, what the fuck?
You know what the problem is, Torin? You know what the problem is there hasn't been royals for Omos to be in. Omos is the battle royal guy.
He is.
Yes. He's a battle royal guy. Yeah.
They got this guy. He played the New Age Diesel to AJ Styles' New Age Shawn Michaels. Was the tag team champion. Does this big turn on him a few years ago, and then what do you do with Omos? How do you follow that up? You do absolutely fucking nothing.
I have a question. Is there just not an automatic? Not to cut you off, but is there not just an automatic list of people in your head that you think should go to TNA from time to time?
Yeah, absolutely. There's an ongoing list of people that I'm like, why are they not on TV? Why are they not going to TNA? Why are they not being utilized?
I keep seeing this Hammerstone man. Y'all be talking about Moose. Like, let Omos go do something.
Right.
Moose already said he's like,
Moose begging.
In the interview, he's like,
Hammerstone begging. Like, please,
they're begging.
Interact.
Don't put Moose.
Yeah.
Hammerstone is a name that I'd love to see appear.
Begging in a good way. I love it.
You know who I want to see? Jake.
Don't let you
Oh, that's another good one. That's another good one. Jake something.
I've been begging for Josh Alexander. You know, I've been saying I want a Giselle Shaw appearance. You know, I know we got Ash by Elegance. You know, I want to see more of the knockouts popping up. You know, like Spitfire. Dana Luna, Jody Threat.
Yeah.
I wanted Roxanne Perez in TNA at least one time before she.
Oh, they're not gonna do that.
Me too.
Probably won't. Yeah.
Why would she not go over there and attempt to try to take? Why can't she be a double champion? They let the girl come over here and try that.
Who?
Jordan Grace
tried to cut. She's a double.
Well, when she tried,
she tried.
She needs to go over there and try to get her belt too.
I have a theory as to why they're not sending her, Ethan Page, Obafemi.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Sending them over there, but that's not for today.
Not for today. Not today.
Okay. All right.
I'm intrigued. I want to hear the theory. You'll have to tune into Black Masses and Constellations to hear that theory.
Yes, I'll definitely will check that out. Yeah.
So yeah, for me, man, kind of just wrapping this match up. At the end of the day, Sean Lucas said it best here in the comments. The Don should have dethroned Oba. It would have really helped him get pushed as the next star of NXT. He's ready for that. He has the promo skills, the in-ring skills. He has what you need. He's the complete package, like Derek said. He can do technical wrestling.
I agree with you, but I will. This is one of those moments where I say I don't accept crumbs, but I will take what I'm being given right now, because in the year of our Lord Rhea Ripley, September 2024, this is miles better than where we were with the Don at the top of the year.
Yeah.
Won't you admit?
A lot.
I'll agree.
A whole lot better.
What worries me about the Don, not to cut you off, worries me about the Don is that he's been in NXT the longest, and some of his peers are on the main roster, like a Grayson Waller.
But you know how HBK is. He held on to Braun Breaker with his fingernails.
Yeah,
you know how HBK is.
Tony's consistent for HBK, and he likes.
But the CW move is coming up. See,
if they don't,
there's time.
Put the belt on Dawn by Halloween Havoc, I almost want them to do it at one of those two CW shows.
Yeah.
Oh, can I say something? I'm sorry. It just hit me.
Just one of those two shows.
I will say.
I need her to finish. Go ahead, finish. You good?
When the Don originally debuted in NXT and we saw the vignettes, the Don was billed as that is about
3 years ago.
3 years ago, about
close 3 years. Close 3 years.
And I remember vividly because I was like, oh, why'd they pick this place instead of New York? They billed the Don from Chicago.
Capone territory. Capone territory, I think.
Listen, Capone territory, right? I figured they would have said, New York, obviously, New York Mafia, et cetera, et cetera. But nevertheless, he's not from Chicago, actually. He's from Buffalo. He's from upstate. He's an upstate guy. But Chicago, I'm glad you mentioned that. October 1st.
We got about 6 weeks.
Ooh, yeah.
Can I say something? I'm about to lose it, bro. I got ADHD. I'm about to lose it.
Go.
Go ahead.
One, Don, I don't know this. I'm just saying, Don may or may not be like you said, the last of this version of NXT kind of left. I think it would be cute if he was one of the last to leave, honestly. Like that ushers in the new era of whoever, Trick Willie and everyone else. But also, obviously, he's still there trying to establish his faction. I enjoy them. People enjoy them. But it would be cute if he truly does not leave until he is ready to make the underboss the Don.
Well, he's ready to make Stacks the boss.
Stacks, yes.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's going to be
that makes sense.
It just hit me. It just hit me.
Now, I will say,
Stacks been leveling up, but he's also been injured.
Stacks is very charismatic.
He's been cooking.
Very charismatic.
He's been cooking.
Yes.
Yep.
Here's your fun fact of the day. October 5th, 2021, the Don made his in-ring debut in NXT. And just a testament to talk about how the Don is the last of NXT 2.0. One of his big matches was NXT War Games Team 2.0 with Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, Grayson Waller, and the Don taking on Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Pete Dunne, and LA Knight.
God,
so all of those men,
we got a Ciampa mention tonight. We got a Ciampa
are on the main roster, except
for the Don.
So a part of me believes they're going to call up the family as a unit.
They have to. Okay. You're going to force me to say it, Mike. You're going to force me to say it. I know this is a point that we've brought up on our podcast. I don't know if we've brought it up on your shows. I personally was offended when I heard other podcasts talking, in particular, about my husband Charlie Dempsey, but also the Don, and how their characters and their style of wrestling or whatever they're doing right now is just something that might not work on the main roster. I was like, well, fuck you, it won't. So just
it'll work.
We've been
It's gonna work.
me and my tortellini have been closely watching a few people, but these two, we've been watching them, their progression. Charlie Dempsey has comedic timing. They added Ren Sinclair.
He's funny. He's hilarious.
Thank you for confirming. My husband is funny. But like I was saying, just like you said, the family as a unit would be cool, but Rizzo is so new. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but they let Maxine go off. Like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where
we forced that. Jesus Christ. We made that happen.
I'll say it on the podcast, but I have very big thoughts about how they were doing Maxine right now.
Yeah, we can't wait.
Sure.
We opened up a can of worms talking about the Italian, which I love, which is right up my alley. But what I would say, another incredible match here on NXT No Mercy, the NXT Women's Championship, the Prodigy Roxanne Perez against Miss Parker, Jada Parker. Very good match. Roxanne Perez retains. Let's talk about the match first, and then we'll talk about what we really want to talk about here.
Uh-oh. Shit.
Let's get into it. Let's go, Derek.
Wow. I gotta say, for this match, this has to be Roxanne's second toughest title defense of her title reign. Her second, yes. The first one is definitely hands down for me. Jordan Grace was the toughest.
Hands down,
for sure. The girls.
Yeah. And I'll tell you this much: Roxanne is definitely getting Jada over on this match. She looks like a freaking superstar in that match. I mean, it's just I got no problem with that
match.
We didn't think she
Roxanne
was
could wrestle a broom,
but
yes,
she can wrestle a cardboard box.
And Booker T made sure of that.
They look good.
Made sure of that.
Can we talk about that real quick? Can we just talk about this girl? I don't even want to call her a girl. I mean, whatever, woman.
I was like,
yeah, I mean, that's very disrespectful to me. But this woman here, she's 22 years old, 23 years old.
22 and hooping like this.
Man.
And she is going to end up becoming the most prestigious woman in NXT's history, probably at 23, 24 years old whenever it's said and
she's
done.
already touched the main roster. We know it. Don't try to be coy. We saw you.
We saw her in Rumble. I'm questioning. Well, I mean, my question was answered, but like, I'm just like, why? I was wondering why they were holding her for so long. Because I'm like, come on.
She got some people to get over. She's in her Bailey era. She got some people to get over.
Yeah, definitely. I can see that. Definitely in her Bailey area. Sure.
I mean, Bailey already said something about the match, so confirmed.
Did she?
Like, literally, once she makes it to the main roster, they have like a new female Rey Mysterio, basically. Like, she's gonna be the underdog in almost every aspect. It's gonna be crazy because she can wrestle her ass off.
She really can. I mean, she's incredibly gifted. And shout out to Booker T. Obviously, we know Booker T. Don't
let him move up with her to the main roster.
No. Don't do it.
No,
I'll save this one for later. Book had me. Book was in his bag.
He commented like me. Event. He commented just like
he was so in his bag for sure.
He was ridiculous on the mic today.
Oh man, he was wow.
He was, listen, we're in Denver, Colorado. If you heard me say it on my prediction show, listen.
He had
he may have hit up one of those nice shops that starts with a D, ends with an Airy. Maybe he got himself a little something to help his cataracts,
Yeah, I believe that.
Living my best life.
Anybody got anything to say before things really start falling apart?
Yeah, go ahead.
Not at all.
All right. Well, then let's talk about her. Let's talk about the woman we've been waiting since April to make her appearance in WWE and NXT. Ladies and gentlemen, Japan sensation Julia has made her NXT debut, and she confronted the Prodigy. Well, you know, it's a favorite segment of mine to bring back here to the Nightcap, ladies and gentlemen. Derek's familiar with it, but Black Masses, they're not familiar with this one, and it's my favorite segment. It's what does this picture tell you? So I'm going to go to Torin to start this party off. Torin, what does this picture tell you?
I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass. Bro, literally, it's literally, this picture is saying you're lucky they held me up. You're lucky I couldn't get to you sooner, baby. I'm gonna beat your ass. You better be ready for me, because this is mine. I'm here today in your face.
Okay, I like it. Tortellini, what does this picture tell you?
First of all, the way Roxanne is clenching her jaw, Miss Ma'am is scared. She's scared. Yeah. Julia is really looking at her like, you so lucky I can't headbutt you right now.
I saw that. She does this.
Yeah.
You are so lucky. Yeah. Like, if you listen closely, you could probably hear the crowd chanting, Julia's gonna kill you. Yeah.
I won't tell y'all what I said earlier about her hair, but we need to do something about this hair. But I'm glad it's not the hair that we thought we were going to get.
I'm not expecting her to not have the braids.
Yeah, I thought they were going to double down on the braids.
I thought we were going to get a fresh set for NXT.
I thought they were going to outsource me for this. I thought they was going to say, girl, come on.
Please.
Yo, call her up,
Honda is ready, Sean. I'm coming.
I mean, Julia is just looking down at Roxanne like, yeah, eat this moment up, girl. Eat it up, because it ain't going to last long, baby.
And you know what? The fact that, shout out, I knew she was coming by the time the PLE started. Y'all didn't do a good enough job of hiding her. Y'all talked about this. Y'all reported this lady every wake and move for 3 months.
Oh, my God. Y'all clocked her.
Yeah. Yes.
So I say all that to say, did y'all clock if she had on heels or not? Because I need to know if she's tall for real or if Roxanne's short.
Let's see. I do not have a photo of the full fit, so we don't know if she's wearing heels or not. But this was incredible. Derek, what does this picture tell you?
Oh man, I know Julia is telling her you beat Jordan Grace, and I see you beating Jada Parker. Now I want to see you try to do that to me.
We gonna hear the headbutt her around the world, man. I'm telling you.
There you go.
We're gonna get
the headbutt kind of reminiscent of Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle. The headbutt.
Yes. She's got that little she's got a steel rod in her wrist now. Yeah, all y'all watch out. Y'all little D1 girlies are not gonna know what hit you.
Not gonna know it.
Don't let Mako Satomura come out. Don't let Mako Satomura come out.
Don't do it.
Manager.
Nope.
She's retiring, right? She wrapped it up this year.
Bro, we have so much time. Y'all are so pessimistic. What the fuck? We have
no, girl.
Wow.
She was wrapped. No,
it took 3 months to get Julia here. Mako, we got time. Shit.
Bro, let her.
We got time.
Be done.
You don't think this lady want to?
The real final boss versus
Mike will
Julia?
be mad.
Ooh.
Mike will be. Why would I be mad?
I'm not. I can see that.
I want to see it, and it's me. Anyway.
No, I mean that's a fantastic. That'd be a fantastic match in NXT.
Yeah.
When would you think you would see the final boss versus Julia?
That'd be awesome.
Build to that.
I mean, if you need a little, if you need a final boss quota, you know what I'm saying? If you need a little, in your
Mike,
cup, the WWE vaults.
You're psychic because Roxanne Perez has already had a match against Mako Satomura. Make it a triple threat.
She has, but also our girl Bailey had a match against her in Japan as well.
Make it a fatal four-way, Bailey.
Four-way.
We've been waiting. Come on.
Make it a fatal four-way. Set it up, Trips. I know you're watching.
Bailey.
You watching? Yep.
He's definitely watching. I'm wiretapped. I'm pretty sure he's got the mic in Pharaoh's.
No, I'm pretty sure Tony Khan.
There you go.
Real bad.
Tony Khan's got Tortellini and Torin. Triple H has got me
wish they could make
and Derek. We're both tapped by Triple H.
You're both. Yes.
I wish they could
With
make
that,
contact with
my
my
cash
Venmo.
app.
With that.
I wish they could make contact with my student loans.
Ideas.
You guys have been
Bruh.
giving them free ideas. You guys have been
Not giving.
Yeah.
Not giving.
Crazy.
not
Moving
giving,
on.
but
Moving
you know,
on.
putting
Bro,
them
my
out there
job
where
application is there. Look at it. Fuck.
it's there. The qualifications
Crazy.
are there. You know what this picture tells me, ladies and gentlemen? It tells me that there is going to be a new era ushering in the NXT women's division
Ooh,
very,
wait till
very
Agreed.
soon.
Yes. Agreed.
Wait till
Yeah.
you get Australia sensation Delta in the mix.
my
Wait till you get
Phoenix.
Stephanie
No.
Vacour in the mix. This shit is about to go. I'm gonna say it right now. You guys can bookmark
NXT's
this.
about
You
to
can
fucking blow up.
screenshot
On the
this,
CW.
whatever.
Yeah.
The NXT
Don't
women's
meet me there,
division
beat me
is
there.
going to be at the end of this year the best women's division in professional wrestling,
Big time.
hands down, because of the talent
Y'all gonna
and
be
Shawn
breaking
Michaels
y'all
and the
neck.
creative.
Y'all gonna
That's
be
it.
breaking y'all neck to come to
Mhm.
NXT. Nope. It's
Yes.
a wait list now. It's a wait list.
It's a wait list.
Remember,
It's long-
those
yeah.
days when the TNA Knockouts division was the premier division to go to?
Yeah.
It still is up there for sure.
Still
but
up there, but
I'm
it's
telling
NXT
you,
now.
NXT women's division is
Team.
where you want to wrestle if you're a women's wrestler.
Yep.
This is the place to be.
Mhm.
Shawn Michaels
Yep.
is the person you want at the helm.
Yes.
Logan said he wants to see Julia versus Io Sky. I'll take a
Ooh.
I'll take
Okay.
a big one.
Okay.
Logan, I would absolutely love to see that. I'd love
I
it. I
mean-
can't wait to see Julia versus Rhea, Julia versus Becky, Bailey, Charlotte,
Yes.
Liv Morgan.
Free
That's maybe a sleep,
Charlotte
but,
Flair from medical. Free her.
Free her.
At
Yes.
ACL,
Free her.
knowing her, it's already healed because she's not even of this earth. She's an alien, Charlotte Flair. So it's
Yeah.
healed.
On her. She's
Just
on
a
her
matter
of
John
creative.
Cena. That's OA
Yes.
John Cena. She's coming.
WWE is very skeptical of sending their major stars over to TNA.
So
And
that's my
this is-
theory. That was my
yes.
theory.
That's your
And
theory.
when you say
Okay.
skeptical in what aspect?
It's
You
not
have
that
to
they
ask
won't
the man.
get them back. I just don't know if they, in their heads, think that the reciprocation is the same. Does that make sense?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, well, for Jordan Grace and Joe Hendry, TNA got Charlie Dempsey, Wesley. They got
Mhm.
Riley Osborne, Tatum Paxley.
They've
Izzy
gotten a
Dayan.
lot of people.
I don't-
This
Carmen
week, even
Boyle-
Karma Petrovich.
I don't want to spoil NXT for people this week, but there are two names that did appear this week from the NXT women's division. One of them, Torrin just said Carmen, and there's another one that no, you're good, Torrin. I mean, people
Yeah.
it's out there already. The dirt sheets
It's out
reported it. It's fair game. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
It is very weird that we have yet to see another major WWE star of the NXT roster go to TNA.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that they were like after they sent Jordan over and then WWE sent over Izzy Dame, Tatum, and like a couple of other people, I was like, I see where this is going.
But is the obvious answer like they're sending over the people that aren't being in the main things that we get to see on TV, people that still need to work on getting their character over or across, or to
that's exactly what
get
they're
their
Okay.
exposure.
Okay.
Like
There's a lot of
my man Charlie
experimentation.
Dempsey, we can send him anywhere and he will hoop regardless. But we need to get his faction over. We need to get Riley Osborne. I'm not gonna lie, like for a minute I forgot he was there. But like seeing him
Yeah.
and knowing that he is a descendant of Justin Gabriel and your boy Matt Sydal, I believe.
My side out. Okay.
So aside from just knowing that he is a descendant of them and that he is a new part of Chase U, I didn't know what he was doing there for a second. So for him to pop up in the X Division, I'm like, all right, he's an X Division guy. He could do that type of stuff. But Javon Evans should have been there also.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Javon Evans is a
They
guy.
wouldn't send him because he's got way too much heat on him right now. There's no way they would have sent him over there.
Heat from who? Heat from who? What
Not
did
like heat, not heat in a bad way. I mean heat in a good way. They're so high on him right now. I don't think that they would have sent him there. They are not sending.
They could have Joe Hendry'd him. He could have came out, lost
That
early.
would have made too much
something.
sense.
No, so yeah.
We need to hint at him being the youngest X Division champion. He could have went, lost early, came back in 3 months.
They're not going to do that with anybody that is that with the stock that WWE has in their certain people right now.
Yep.
They would not send them over to TNA.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
I will say,
Okay.
go ahead.
Related, but off subject. At what point do we get the invasion? Because with as many people as many people have been making the crossover, I thought I accidentally missed it.
I said this. I think I said this to Mike.
A third team.
But I said that they need to run Raw versus SmackDown, right? But NXT versus TNA.
Yeah,
there's TNA.
Absolutely.
Oh yes,
yeah, absolutely.
Yes, of course.
That's it.
It hasn't been announced yet, but my conspiracy theory is that the Sunday after Survivor Series in Vancouver, I have this funny feeling they're gonna announce NXT TNA Worlds Collide, and that'll be their Survivor Series.
Yes,
and they'll
that'll be like I feel like that's gonna be like a December show.
Yeah, it's gonna be November, December. I have a funny feeling that's where we're going with this, and I'm glad you brought that up. But I want to go back a minute here. Thankfully, I don't know if Torrin works tomorrow, but everyone should be off for work tomorrow with Labor Day. So happy Labor Day. So we're gonna probably go a little bit longer tonight because there's a lot of great conversations that are coming out here. I want to go back to what we're talking about with this TNA WWE partnership. Tortellini has the theory of they're skeptical to send their stars there. I think it kind of piggybacks off what Torrin's saying, where in the sense of like they want to see if a Tatum Paxley gimmick can get over in a TNA in a separate entity that's not affiliated with WWE, because that's their benchmark to see if it'll work on the main roster down the line.
Baby, pause. Why are we testing the waters on Tatum Paxley? She's been cooking before everybody else.
That's what I was about to say, because notice that they saw Tatum's reaction over there and they pulled her back immediately. She's hotter than we fucking thought. Pulled her ass back.
I've been encouraging her all year.
And speaking of her, it was just a year ago where there was literally a hashtag on Twitter. People were in the USA Network's comments on Twitter begging them to give Tatum Paxley a chance, and take a look at what happens when you give them a chance.
It's like I say on our fucking podcast all the time. Give the women time to cook. I don't ask for much.
Yeah.
But also,
for real.
The same way you feel about the Dawn. The same way you feel about the Dawn. I noticed, Ivy Nile, she's clearly with the Creeds. The Creeds are kind of in the in-between. Ivy Nile will soon follow them. Tatum Paxley was kind of looking like, what am I going to do next? But the creepy shit, it literally it came on. She developed it, cultivated it. It's her own thing now. We know who she draws influence from. It was Kazarni. We dropped the ball when she wasn't weird with Lyra. She should have got weirder.
She should have got real weird with Lyra.
Got weird.
Sean Lucas just dropped a Luke nuke here in the chat. If we do the invasion, how do you protect TNA from not getting buried? I can't see WWE letting their talent lose.
Can I say this?
So what do you think about that, Derek? How do you? Go ahead, Torrin, say it, and then we'll go to Derek and Torrin.
I will say this, and Derek, you can talk because I can't say any more. They're gonna come get me after I say this one.
No, don't.
Streets, and I'm not saying my streets. We're saying TNA could be getting bought by WWE soon.
Oh yeah, I heard rumblings about that.
So if they're just gonna buy it, it could be a even just kill. They win.
But I don't want them to
buying TNA.
I don't want that.
No one wants anything, but why would you not bury them if you're not gonna make it even? Because they're us now. We can't. Why would we look weak? We'll build to mixing up the roster soon. But for now. Three people from that side won, 2 people from that side won. It's whatever. It was fun. I don't know.
What do you think, Derek? How do you think that works? You have.
You mean for the TNA NXT thing?
Yeah. How do you protect like certain talents from not, how do you protect TNA from not losing every match, on that card? How do you kind of work that out? Do you have, a couple different singles matches? Like, do you do it like old school Raw versus SmackDown, where the NXT champion takes on the TNA champion, and the Knockouts champion takes on the NXT champion, or do you do like multi-person matches? What are your thoughts?
No more multi-person matches. I'm numbered out. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I have to agree with Tortellini. We can't do it. No multi-person. It's more. It's so much going on.
And Derek, I didn't mean to cut you off. I am numbered out because when Tony Khan gave me 16-man, a 10-man, an 8-man tag match, a trios fatal 4-way brother.
Yeah, oh my God, that was before All In. Yes, and some in a collision too. Yes,
I can't do it. I don't want to see numbers for the next like
Solo Sikoa would be like
only for the next 6 matches.
This
only.
Motherfucker went to the back of the locker room and said, "Who all want to wrestle tonight?" And everybody said, "Me."
Yeah, he went back there.
Oh Lord!
I said, "Bet. Come on, say less. We got time."
No.
Everybody.
No. I tell you,
to where we can do singles matches now. We can do them now. I know who these people are. Right. Fuck.
And like cycling back to Mike's point, I think that if they do this to protect people from getting buried, just make it like majority singles matches, but then throw like the team versus team in there.
Yes.
But don't send don't send your A-list out.
Right.
Don't send your A-list.
No.
You gotta send like a list.
This ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but I'm finna wake it back up. Where is Cyber Sunday? Where is Taboo Tuesday? Why can't we combine them? Why can't we do it at TNA? Why can't we do it on a Sunday?
That would be awesome.
Sunday. Everybody is so chronic. I don't understand why it's not back.
Shawn Michaels, we have a list of things to talk about.
And why can't we vote? Why can't we vote for like the matches that we want to see on Raw anymore?
We've been on Twitter for y'all. Right. Come on.
It's insane that they were running those shows.
I don't like Instagram, but y'all begging me to get on Instagram with y'all.
They were running those shows in an era where internet and phones were like, they were there, but not like
it was a luxury to have internet.
Exactly.
Now like everybody's chronically online.
Mm-hmm.
As hell.
Yeah.
I'm literally on my phone, on my computer, watching TV.
Like,
why can't I vote?
Shawn Michaels or Triple H, and I want to be petty. I'm like, all right, I'm going to bring back Cyber Sunday. Internet wrestling community wants to be bookers, so let's let them book and see what they do.
Right?
Yeah, let's let them do it.
Yeah,
we know y'all gonna do what y'all want to do anyway, but give us some fun. Like, we know what the girl named Kelly somebody accidentally won back in the day. Like, shit like that happens, but like, y'all gonna do what y'all want to do.
Right. Yeah.
Logan
do you know
wants
how
to
many
see
times
NXT, TNA, Marigold, and Noah, the Forbidden Door for WWE.
That's too much. We ain't got. That's too much.
You're
too far. Too far in the future, bro. Get out.
That's way far
We're
ahead.
cracking it open right now. We're getting mentions. We're getting mentions of different companies and peoples and histories. We're slowly there. Did you notice they mentioned Michin was a former TNA Knockouts Women's fucking champion?
Friday. They sure did Friday on SmackDown. I think Cole mentioned it.
Don't you ever look at Michin and see a layup. You better look at a former fucking women's champion, bitch. Anyway, excuse me. I'm gonna
get a hell of a match back in. I got to see her 2016. She had a hell of a match against Madison Rayne at an Impact's taping in Pennsylvania at the time. That was when I was like, she's great. She's incredible.
I
Shawn
honestly,
doesn't trust the booking.
Oh God. He should if he hires us anyway, but Jesus Christ. I'll get off that.
Oh Lord, man, the booking. Don't get.
You're doing it. You have the pencil.
Like you show, big dog.
It's you, big dog.
No, Sean. That's my man, Sean Lucas. He hosts Wrestling of Destiny. That's our Sean. We're talking. He's saying Sean doesn't trust the WWE booking. Sean.
Ours.
I thought you said Shawn Michaels don't trust his own booking.
No, if Shawn Michaels was in these comments, you think I'm acting this way? I'm marking out like the mark.
No.
I gotta cut my internet.
I'm gonna switch providers and move.
I mean, we're gonna have a long talk first, and then I gotta go.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Let's go back to No Mercy. NXT Championship match, main event. to be honest, I feel like the moment with Julia should have main evented the show, but I digress. We'll get into it. All Ego Ethan Page defends against Joe Hendry. That Joe Hendry, yes, in case you forgot what he looks like.
Yes,
Why do you
that
keep
Joe
showing me
Hendry.
that picture?
That
Stop
Joe
showing
Hendry.
me that
Every
man.
time.
That Joe Hendry.
That's a jump
Stay-
scare.
He does it every
A
time.
jump scare. Great jump scare.
I wonder because he's very alert
Handsome
in the
jump scare.
face. Like he just knows that he has to do that. I don't like it.
No, because he's so unserious. Because why are you in the ring cutting to the hard cam? Be serious.
Just
So we
like
got-
my co-host Tortellini, I'm not gonna wake something up on this podcast, but I feel like if the streets knew about this, they wouldn't be so accepting of say his name.
Yeah.
Like, nah, bro, y'all, you're gonna keep getting this Joe Hendry if y'all don't just let it go. Just don't look at it. Don't look at it in the eyes. Don't look.
If you don't look at him,
Look.
he doesn't.
If
Don't
you
look at
if
him.
you
He
don't
won't
talk
do
about
it.
Don't acknowledge it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for cutting you
God
off. Man. I just had to let
They
you
should
know,
have never
bro.
gave
Get
me
that
a
out.
live stream on
They
the internet.
never
They should have
can.
Oh my
Never
god.
met us. Whoa.
That is so.
I wish.
And Trick
Okay,
Williams
okay.
is the special guest referee. Whoop that trick, ladies and gentlemen. He was looking
Every
spiffy
day.
tonight. He was
Is there a reason
rocking
he
the-
didn't have on his shorts?
Where was his?
I
Why
don't-
was his chest where I could see it? Why?
I
Well,
mean,
'cause he had
hear
the
me
shirt.
out,
His shirt
hear
was
me out.
open, yeah.
All the
Why?
referees should rock jerseys like that. Every referee should rock jerseys.
Wait, do
An open
referees have buttons on their shirt, or is this a button
No.
down, no sleeve?
You had a button up.
He had a
cut
button
off,
down,
ref
cut off.
jersey. Yeah.
A button-down cutoff.
They
Insane work.
He
mean, and he was-
yeah.
So did he take
And he
them
had
off?
he had a whistle, a gold chain whistle too.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Did he have on
That's-
sunglasses?
Well,
in the
yeah.
building? Was he?
I think he did in the beginning, and then he took them off.
Took him off in the beginning.
Fun main
Can
event
I
here
ask-
tonight.
Oh, how did y'all feel about this match? I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
Mike. I gotta take
Tor-
it over. How did y'all
Torin is
feel?
now hosting. There you go. So I'll go ahead and drop
Main
that.
event tour. Main event tour.
Torin, the nightcap is yours.
no.
Have at it, please.
Since we're gonna defer our episode of this on our podcast, I will take over the main event and I will defer to the audience. How did you guys feel about the main event of No Mercy? I'm not gonna lie, leading up to it, the streets were not forgiving. The streets did not approve. The streets were not ready for this match. How did y'all feel?
This should not have main evented.
This should not have occurred so early. This should not have occurred.
This should have never happened, to be honest.
Can
If I'm being
I'm gonna
honest,
say this.
very early.
Scout's honor, with me knowing nothing about either of these men before this year, they literally represent the same thing to me in different companies. I don't think I should have seen them wrestle each other
No,
this soon at all.
this was.
They got
this
the
was-
same build. I know the exact same amount about both of them. You forced them down my throat, both of them. I don't know who these people are. And they're main eventing, and you threw Trick in there because you know I'm going to watch it.
They threw it because it was people were gonna watch. Now, me personally, I did not want to see another special ref because we just did that. We just saw that.
With who? With who?
Seth Rollins.
Seth.
Remind them.
What?
I just said remind them, like let them know it just happened.
Yeah.
I actually don't remember I don't remember what pay-per-view it was, to be quite
It
honest.
doesn't matter. It
We
just
saw the
happened.
first
It was a
Well,
month
my
ago.
point is, we just
Yeah.
saw it last month, so I don't want to see it again.
Yeah.
And they tried to start saying, "Oh, is he gonna be fair? Is he gonna be fair?" I literally was like, "When has he ever done anything for you to doubt his character? What's going
Right.
on?"
Wow.
I did think he
Yeah.
was going to turn heel
People
tonight.
turn on him. He is an honest fellow. He be helping people grannies cross the street. Like, what's going on here?
Right, like
There you go.
this should not have main evented.
So, I'll keep it fair. I'll keep it fair. Like, literally, once I got past his shirt, I was just like, bruh, The crowd liked it. So I mean, I guess I don't know. The crowd liked it. I'm not opposed to Joe Hendry in any way, shape, or form, but I just feel like he was forced on me. I feel like that was one of the only things in life, in wrestling, we should have did a slow trickle effect. Y'all should have hinted at him for a year.
At least 6
Joe
months.
Hendry. No one should have known altogether what he was about until New Year's Eve when the ball dropped and it was him in the fucking ball. Like, we should not know his whole thing. My favorite celebs from other shows should not be tweeting about say his name.
Right. Like I don't know. This just was, I really didn't. The best part is
you hit fast forward, and then you really messed up when we found out that he be training at the PC. We shouldn't have found that out.
Oh, we should have never known that he signed a 2-year contract. We should never.
So with that in mind, I know y'all hit fast forward, and y'all shouldn't have.
Mm-mm.
So I I literally paid attention to this match because I know in the past, every time Trick Williams, oh Lord Jesus, I rebuke it. Every time All Ego, Ethan Page, and Joe Hendry have had matches, I have casually watched them. I don't know a general idea about how they wrestle, what they do, what they about. So I tried to pay attention, but like I told you, I'm not saying it in a bad way, like they're mid, but they just both represent similar things to me, and I don't know nothing about them. So what am I looking at to end this show, Jonathan? Trick with his shirt open. You smart dog.
Pete Dunne standing tall over.
Pete Dunne was the best part of this match.
This is the best part.
I like the match. I thought they did a good job.
Wait,
this is a big Pete Stan account. Isn't
he in a? Was he just in the triple threat on Raw, or is that this coming week?
Don't worry about his business. He got some stuff to
just in the triple threat. He was
okay. That's what I was confused because I'm really, really mad that they announced the match for Trick and Pete next week, and I was like, well, damn, but doesn't he have a title shot soon? Damn.
No, they should have waited because they kind of made it seem like Trick and Pete might not run it back, but I thought that they should have because he could have had a series like Ilya and Trick had where they had
they are running
matches. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like people, they didn't make it automatically seem like they're going to run it back. It made it seem like Pete was done with him and Trick was just still sticking around. But now we know that they're getting 2.0, and then Pete's in this triple threat. But also Pete hinted that Ethan Page, I'm fucking coming after you, you square.
Honestly, give it to me. Get that belt off that man.
Big Pete deserves a belt tomorrow, yesterday, today, forevermore.
Get the belt off Ethan Page and put it on Pete Dunne. I've seen enough.
I give him all the belts, bro. He can take down Obafemi. Tell me I'm lying.
Obafemi losing the North American Championship, I thought would have led into him then going after Ethan Page for the NXT Championship, which I thought was the logical next step. But then again,
and then he retained.
Shawn Michaels keeps us on his toes.
They're doing something weird with All Ego Ethan Page. Do you notice it or do you like it? Or do you know what I'm talking about? I don't want to
I don't pay attention to that man. I'm not gonna hold you.
It's like obviously he's like the little dastardly, cowardly little heel, but it's just like we're getting okay matches from him with people that we wouldn't expect, but just in general, what's your whole thing, my guy? Like I don't understand.
He's just a cocky asshole. That's his whole gimmick.
The whole gimmick is his ego. It's literally all ego. Like that.
He ain't put that belt on his waist, Jesus.
Not once.
He just hold it like an ice cream cone.
Derek, what are your thoughts here?
I'm gonna say that for this match, Joe Hendry just carried that match because he was mostly been. Yeah, I think he did, in my opinion.
Where he bring it to? Where he drop it off at?
He dropped it off like close to when he jumped off the top rope and landed on Ethan Page.
All ego. I didn't think I was gonna have to come to your rescue, boy. I didn't think.
Yeah,
I thought it was a good match. I like this match.
It was okay. It was good. Yeah,
but I
mean,
they got me with Pete. We had to work for that. We went working.
Pete was the best part of this match. I'm sorry,
Pete.
Wow,
Pete. We told you. Listen to the first 2 episodes of the podcast, bro. Pete, we've been working, we've been cooking for your honor, bro. Anyway,
Sean, very interesting.
I think that because they had Zach win today, they weren't going to let Joe win. They were going to have them win.
TNA guys, yeah.
Good shout. If Zach
Even-
loses, then
If
I
Zach
think
lost
it's
and Joe
spoiled.
Hendry won, I was gonna go get an I Believe tattoo.
Even
Oh,
with my Joe
shit.
Hendry disdain aside, like, what are we gonna do with a Joe Hendry NXT title win? Right? Yeah, stop. What are we gonna do with? Well, it's late at night. What? Like,
Why
what
are
are
you
we
like
gonna
this?
do with that right now? Right
She ain't
now.
gonna. She
She
ain't
Before
gonna
the
be.
Myself
CW?
that same question every day. Why am I like this?
What are we
You
gonna
know-
do with that right now? We don't know nothing about Joe Hendry. Y'all just started letting the man talk. For real.
Listen, he got himself over with the song on TikTok. You had TikTokers dancing and singing his song
He
4 or
did
5
that
months
before
ago.
was
us.
not over
Give me
on
something
I
my-
else.
did. I did.
He did
I
that
gotta admit,
before
I
us.
did
Give me
before.
something else.
Yeah.
I consider him an indie star damn near. This boy came here with credentials. Give me something new. What else?
Interesting.
Yeah, because
Very
even
I'm
I said
sorry.
something about Joe Hendry, especially during his tag match with Trick. I was like, okay, so like I understand that he's over, but the in ring right now is not moving. It's not moving. for me.
Totally. Totally.
But,
And just to address what Mr. Sean Lucas said, he is over by force
Yeah.
of nature.
Oh, by far.
Y'all are forcing him to be
Okay.
over. Y'all
By
are outsourcing
astronomical
this.
numbers, he is over.
Y'all are asking him questions. Shout out to Gunther. Somebody said, "Do you know who Joe Hendry is?" And he said, "Nah, I don't know."
He said,
him."
no, I don't think so. He's real as
Yeah.
shit.
Gunther,
Mhm.
bruh, I ain't never dapped you up so
Gunther.
quick. I say Gunther because when I was little, if you was stupid, they used to knock on your head, be like, Gunther. Like, truly. Gunther. Do you not remember that? Oh, I'm from the South, sorry.
Do not.
I was gonna say that is lost upon me, friends.
Sorry.
I was going to say, I didn't pick that one
Niche.
up.
A niche
I would just
existence.
get called out. I would just get told I'm a fucking idiot.
That
So
part, I'm
his
just-
arrogant assholeness, Gunther, it's a funny aside to me because I'm just like, I call him Gunther on purpose. Because
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
arrogant.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Things got hot tonight on the NXT
Woo!
No Mercy Nightcap. Man, oh man. You're gonna have to tune in this week to Black Masses and Constellation. I know they just dropped a couple new episodes last week. So you're gonna have to
we've been
tune
yapping.
into them. They've been
We've been
yapping
jumping.
about the grabs. He did it the same way as LA Knight did. He got over without the machine helping him. The guy was killing it in Ring of Honor.
Listen,
Sean's
and I'm
right.
not-
Yeah.
And I'm
Joe
not
Hendry
even mad
did
at
get
him
over
getting
like
LA Knight.
over.
We're not
Yep.
mad,
I'm not mad at him getting so over.
but I
with
don't
NXT.
want him to flop. If you rush it, is he not going to
But-
flop? Because half the TL don't fuck with him.
But
You don't know him.
Why is this same energy not being put into?
To the
No.
people you already got in the gym, working out,
Love.
waiting to get on TV.
Yes, it's just my question.
Going back to that agreement, the two-way agreement, that just shows us that what one thing is very perfectly clear. When Joe Hendry's contract ends at the end of this
Are
year,
we going
he
that
will
way?
be WWE
Royal
superstar.
Rumble
That's it.
25. We'll see you in there.
Done. And
Him
that
and
pop
Jordan
at the
Grace-
Royal Rumble
him and
is going to
Jordan
be
Grace just
astronomical.
Just swinging
Stupid.
their hands, skipping
Okay.
on down to open the forbidden screen door.
Him and Jordan gonna come down to Royal
Skip
Rumble.
him down.
I told Jonathan this pizza
Yo.
is ready to come out the oven. I've been told Sean.
Yo.
So come get her. She cooked.
Hey.
Come get her.
I'm telling you.
That's a
Joe
superstar,
Hen-
bro. That's his,
Joe Hendry did hit for the Hardys not too long ago.
he did what?
Yeah,
now?
Y'all, he teamed up with the Hardys
We just did it
recently.
Friday night,
I
Friday
said
night.
that. I said
Friday
that.
night. Yep.
and they had
Oh yeah.
their
Yeah.
whole theme song.
How
Yeah.
did it sound? I
It
didn't
was
get to
very
listen to
fun.
the song. Did it sound good?
Yeah, it
The
was.
song
It's
mashup?
just Joe Hendry's theme song, but with the lines, "I believe in Jeff Hardy and I believe in Matt Hardy."
Yes.
I wanted to
Yeah.
hear it. I
Yeah.
wanted to
It's
hear it.
fun. It's fun because
It's
in the
fun.
video
Fun.
package,
Moment.
That's fun.
It's
we
the
could have
three
did
of them
that
doing
and
the-
held him.
Doing their part. Yeah. Yeah.
It's frame.
I'm
Joe
telling
will
you.
put more eyes on the NXT product and more eyes on TNA.
Little do
Listen,
y'all know
Derek-
there are eyes. We are already
Mhm.
having eyes. The move is going to
Yeah.
bring eyes. CW has eyes. We don't need Joe
Mhm.
Hendry. It's oversaturation.
The
We
Hills
could've saved
have
him for the
eyes.
fall.
Listen,
The Hills have.
We could have saved his bleach blonde hair for the winter with the ice with Elsa. We could have.
he's not that.
Oh.
Breathe.
You know what's funny? But this is just a testament about how hard Joe Hendry works. Joe Hendry was at a local indie event that Derek was at a couple weeks ago, and Derek got to see him live and up close and personal. So Derek can even give you the
Go ahead,
in
Derek.
in-person
SmackDown lowdown.
perspective.
Tell us about it. Tell us about it.
About the crowd reaction and everything. So Derek, give the people some insight into that indie show and Joe, Joe's just a general aura and how the fans received him.
Hey.
The aura is real, y'all. I mean, the people was like all over the place, just cheering and everything else. I mean, he's just over. I mean, it doesn't make no sense.
It doesn't make sense how over he is. You can't even describe it because it doesn't.
Can I say
right.
something? Y'all know people just like being a part of something. If everyone's chanting something and you know what they're chanting, if you can make it out and you can do it too, you're gonna do it. People love to be a part of something. They love to sing a song. Y'all done already let Joe Hendricks sing 2 sing-alongs. They planning a third one. It's not easy or hard to get him over, but it's too quick. It's gonna be a waste if he's not delivering in the ring in a over the top fashion. And I'm not gonna lie, he's not. Damn it, it's not bad. It's just regular. Yeah. And that would be acceptable if you slid him on me throughout the year. We could have been hitting at him, seeing glimmers and flashes.
I knew nothing about Joe Hendry.
We didn't even get anything of Brick Jensen. We saw the Joe Hendry flash with him when he first started tripping. What happened with that? Nothing.
That was never.
Ran out of ideas. I have one.
I don't want to see that.
I know you don't, but it's just like continuity. I don't know what's going on.
Right.
Listen,
I just know that I'm being forced to accept him, and I won't ever talk bad about him on purpose. But give me something good to say, please.
Interesting. Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm not gonna parakeet with everybody else saying.
We are out of time here tonight on the Nightcap. Make sure you go check out Black Masses and Constellations podcast, all their socials, everything's scrolling down at the bottom here of the page. But I'm gonna let my guests here tell you what they've got coming down the pipeline. Let's go to Derek here because I know he's got some stuff coming up. He's doing a toy hunting special this weekend. So Derek, what do you got coming up here on the channel?
Hey.
I'm glad you mentioned it. The tour surprise Labor Day weekend tour hunt is out right now. Be sure you check that out. And of course, I did my Sunday shout outs today. So it's a staple of my channel. So every Sunday I do my shout out for two of my fellow YouTubers, show them some love. And it's all about small creators or small YouTubers. We have to support each other. So.
Absolutely, Derek. I love it, man. So make sure you go subscribe to Derek's channel. And you go show him some love. Tell him that Mouthing Off with Mike sent you. Tell him that he sent you, and just show him some general love. He's one of the best people that you'll ever interact with. Super kind-hearted. I'm putting him over big time here on the show. But it's all true. Everything I say is true. So love having Derek. He's a great brother here to Mouthing Off with Mike and Boom Broadcasting. And of course, my sisters. We've got Tortellini. We've got Torn. They've got Black Masses and Constellations. Torn also does some straight up astrology as well. So, ladies, please tell the people what you guys got coming down the pipeline and get.
Take us home. Take us home, friend.
Unfortunately, as our podcast president AEW fan, I have not been doing my job very well.
Has not.
We done skipped a lot of AEW. Sorry, y'all.
Well, we're catching up.
Shit, because All In, my God.
Yes. And All Out will be everything.
We're throwing that in there too. Shit. All right. We're talking about
we're gonna get it together. We're gonna fast forward. We're gonna get our All In results out. But some kind of way, we're gonna give you maybe a preview for All Out. We're gonna maybe talk about that. We're gonna condense it. We're gonna catch it up. Because there's good stuff going on, but there's a lot of weird stuff going on.
There's a lot of weird shit.
Chris Jericho's weird.
Yes.
We don't have to talk about
Tell us something we don't know about Chris Jericho.
Don't tell me nothing else about that man. Don't.
Oh my God.
Don't want to know
Free hook
thing about that man ever again in my life.
Never. We're all Jericho's out.
Oh my God.
I need to go to Jericho Anonymous.
Because weren't y'all just
real?
Four sides of the ring, and they asked who in the today of things needs to retire? Jericho.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Agreed.
I said somebody else, but I can't wake that up. So, friend, we're gonna Do you feel personally attacked within your spirit?
Yes. I have nothing else to say.
It's not a
There's
safe
nothing
space
more.
anymore.
There's nothing more that I can say aside from leave me alone.
At this point, I'm starting to fear for his safety. Like, are y'all holding him hostage?
I'm fearing for my safety.
Like, I don't know how many T-bone suplexes he can take at this point.
Or Taz missions.
Nah, I'm for real. Taz is about to come.
I'm saying.
Taz got 2 knee replacements and 2 hip replacements. That man ain't doing nothing.
No way.
Watch it. Let Jericho disrespect his little boy.
I'll eat my words. I will buy you the T-shirt of your choosing from whatever website you want. If Taz gets his ass in the ring and does work, you will get whatever T-shirt you want. I'll put that gauntlet on.
It doesn't have to be a big one. It can just be a simple JBL like pop up. It don't need to be a lot.
Shout out JBL, my goat.
Shout out JBL.
He just doing side quests. I love it.
JBL, the journeyman.
Ain't nobody asked him to do this, but he did.
I know that trench coat hates to see him coming.
The cowboy hat.
Boots,
all of it.
I know a leather shop hates to see him coming.
He probably got a sheriff buckle for no reason, just the whole little
He got one. With like a little Texas Lone Star right in the center. Yeah.
I was gonna say Lone Ranger. You got the Lone Texas Walker Lone Ranger up there.
I'll tell you.
Oh man, we have Booker T. Giving us his best when on commentary tonight. I this is just a funny bit. We should have wrapped this show up 5 minutes ago, but I have zero. I give zero fucks, and if the Prez wants to find me, he can find me.
There you go.
Booker T tonight on commentary. He's talking. I believe in Joe Hendry. When just about a month and a half ago, Booker T was like, "Get this guy off my
this guy out of here." Now he's a
man.
Exactly.
My man hit the biggest turncoat. He was talking like Rick James from the Chappelle Show, talking about. I never did nothing like that just to do something like that. And then I love Joe Hendry.
Listen, when Booker T has beef, that man has beef forever. For him to
like,
oh no, I like him.
No, exactly.
What happened? Like, what happened to him?
No.
He got named the president of the
How much
Joe
they
Hendry
give you,
fan
big
club,
dog?
and now he's a fan.
He's a fan.
He's a fan.
I don't like it.
He's a fan of this man. and that is how we're gonna wrap up the Nightcap, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the Nightcap on Boom Broadcasting. I am mouthing off with Mike. That's Torin.
Did we get any shout outs out?
That's Tortellini. I mean, you guys, you have more to shout out. Please do so.
Yes, please follow our podcast, Black Masters and Constellations. We've recently consolidated my Twitter for my astrology into the podcast page. So some kind of way, if you search that or if you search straight up astrology, you should find us. You can follow me on X. It's Taylor's Karma. That's TaylorSkarmaa. I'm a WWE shop affiliate, so if you want something, please send me a request so I can drop some links for y'all. I make funny little edits. Follow my co-hosts. They do workout things and go to shows and post little. We do threads. We try to keep people going and knowing what we're up to. But aside from that, I just had to get all that in.
I love it. Any final words for speaking?
Rate, comment, and listen,
peace.
Bro. Please give us 5 stars on Spotify. I'm getting tired of seeing y'all listen to us, but not give us no stars.
Give them the stars.
Give them the stars.
5
with the stars. We know Dave Meltzer's
Rate.
real loose with
You can
those
leave
stars.
comments now, like Dave Meltzer on Spotify. Leave a comment.
Might as well.
I'm gonna say something back.
Go follow them. Go follow Torin. Go follow Tortellini. Go follow. I can't point diagonally, but go follow Derek in the corner. All of their stuff's right here. Go subscribe. Go give them a 5-star rating. Go take care. Brush your hair. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. This has been the Nightcap. We're out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow night for Monday Night Raw.